What's going on, everybody? JD Game here, and today guys we are going to begin how to build Hello Neighbor Alpha 1 in Minecraft. Wow, I never thought I'd be saying that again, but geez, would you look at that? Finally, I decided to remaster the map. I figured, you know what, it was so successful in the past, why not try and give it an upgrade? Why not try and do something different? And you know what, I feel like with a lot of new building skills and talents, I think this build could be very exciting. Now, I have gotten a lot of feedback, and I'll make sure to have a lot of information in the description below about it, but in the preview video, a lot of people were saying that they really enjoyed this, but they actually still like the old one. Feel free, guys, if you want to go check out that video and that whole series. That one's up. That one's been completed for a long time now, so don't worry. I'll have that in the description. But also, if you want to check out the build and see a side-by-side comparison, I'll have that link in the description below as well. Another thing, too, a lot of people said they weren't too fond of the light blue terracotta color. You know what, though, guys? Feel free. You can mix it up. You can use whatever colors you'd like, and I'd actually like to see what it would look like with the original color as well. Another thing, don't forget, if you guys want to catch episodes early, I will have some of these videos unlisted, so if you join the Discord server, you will get the link to those videos. Or to these videos, I should say. But guys, let's just jump straight into this thing. Alrighty, so for today's episode, what we're going to do is we're going to follow the same algorithm that I used for the first series. What we're going to do today is we're actually going to work on the outside of the first floor. So all the outside, the windows, and all that good stuff. So to begin, what we're going to do is we're going to grab some cobblestone and we're going to place 2 blocks just like this. And for anybody that doesn't know, we're going to start with the garage door. So the left-hand side of the garage door is where we're beginning. We're then going to go diagonal 1 just like this, and we want to count 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will eventually be our garage door. That's why it's pushed in. And then we're going to place 2 more just like this. So 2, 5, and 2. Then from this block right here, and including it, we're going to go back 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 5 total. Then we're going to go to the right 8, including this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After that, we're going to come out 1 more. So a total of 2. Then we're going to go across 9, once again including this block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we're going to go back 14. Once again, we are including this block that we've already got placed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's 14 total right here in this line. Then we're going to come around to the other side, so where we originally started building, and we're going to go back 10 blocks, once again, including this block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to go to the left 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like this. Alrighty, that's a good start. Now let's start placing some concrete and some windows. Okay, so to go back to where we originally began, we're going to start with these 2 blocks right here. We're going to place 1 block of pink terracotta, followed by a block of quartz, 1 more pink terracotta, block of quartz, and 1 more. So this build for at least each floor is going to be 5 blocks tall. On this next one, it's going to be all pink terracotta, followed by 5 across, just like this. And we're going to build it. We're going to build the exact same pattern we built on the other side there, just like this. Then we're going to grab some white concrete, and we're going to replace these 5 cobblestone blocks we pushed in earlier. We're going to build this all the way to the top, and we're going to fill this wall in. And then on the second highest row, which is right here, we're going to break 2 blocks just like this. And then we're going to put some glass panes in its place. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our pink terracotta. We're going to fill in this wall right here. And then we're going to flip around to the other side. And we're also going to fill this wall in with pink terracotta, just like this. Once that's done, what we're then going to do is we're going to grab our yellow concrete, and we're going to fill this entire wall in with yellow concrete. So let's just fill all the, whoops, there we go. Let's just fill all of this in. What we can then do is we're going to grab some glass panes, and essentially from each top corner, we're going to go diagonal 1, and we're going to break a block and replace it with glass panes. Actually, sorry, for this one right here, let's replace it. We're going to go over 2, just like this, because as you can see, this is going to be a wall, right? So this is the shape that you want it to look like. Then we're going to come down here in the middle. We're going to break out 2 spaces, because it's going to be a double door. And what we're going to do is we're going to replace those 2 cobblestone with some spruce wood. followed by some spruce wood doors just on top, just like this. Then we can grab our yellow terracotta, and we can fill this entire wall in. So let's just fill this in quickly. There we go, just like this. Then, finally, we can grab our glass panes once again, and we're going to skip 2 blocks, and we're going to break 2 blocks, and we're going to make 2 windows just like this. So as you can see, skip 2 blocks. From the outside, there should be a 1 gap in the middle, and then we're going to have 2 nice big windows just like this. There we go, just like that, we're already started. Next 2 walls, they're actually pretty simple. On the left-hand side over here, it's just going to be light blue terracotta, so let's just fill this entire thing in. And then on this side, we're just going to grab our yellow concrete, and once again, we're just going to fill this in. Not too difficult, pretty simple, pretty easy going, so we can do this quickly, and then we can continue working on the frame and start filling in some more. There we go, perfect. Okay, so now with this thing started off, we're going to go back to our cobblestone, and we're going to start working on the frame, and this time around, I think we're going to finish the entire thing. So we're going to start off from the yellow concrete corner over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to come out to the right 4 blocks. And guys, whenever I give you numbers, please keep in mind that it's including what we've already got here. So I'm really only going to come out 3. Because see, this line is 4 blocks total because we already had one there. So we're going to come out 4. And then we're going to go back 7. So I'm just going to come back here just so we can do a little reset. As you can see, we're going to go back 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to come back in 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, just like this. Then we're going to go back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to come in 2. So 1, 2. From here, we're then going to go back 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Followed by going 7 to the left, which would be going inside to the build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to go 7 out, or back, I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Once we got that done, we're just going to flip around, and as you can see, we got this wall started. And then we're going to go, if I flip back around, to the left 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'll flip around just to make sure everybody kind of knows which direction we're heading in. Alrighty, let's flip back. And then we're going to go 7 into the build. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just like this. And as you can see, those should line up. Then we're going to use spruce planks as a placeholder. We're going to place 3 of them just like this. Then we're going to go back to our cobblestone and we're going to place 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're then going to the left 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to go in 18. And if you want to know whether or not you got the dimensions right, these should perfectly line up and it should be 18 blocks total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 would be this block that's placed right here. There we go, just like that, we got the entire frame complete. Now it's just a matter of filling it in with the concrete. So from the left here, this wall is actually going to be really simple, and we're going to start off by grabbing our light blue terracotta, and we're just going to fill this entire thing in. The reason that I'm going to be doing this one on camera is because it's got some windows that we're going to have to put in. So we'll just quickly fill this in, just like this. Then what we can do is you should be able to go from either side. We're going to grab our glass panes and count out 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 6th block, we're going to break a window space, just like this. So it's going to be a 2x3, 2 blocks thick, 3 blocks high. Then what we're going to do is we're going to skip 1 and do the exact same pattern. And then we're going to skip 1 more and do the exact same pattern. And as you can see, it should be 5 blocks on either side, so it shouldn't have mattered which side you went from. And then we're going to fill this entire thing in with glass panes. So let's do it on this one, the middle one, and then let's also do it on this final one here. We can then grab our light blue terracotta, and I'm going to fill this in off camera, but we can fill in this entire area that I just marked. So let's fill that in. Once I'm done and that's all filled up, I'll be right back. So with this now filled in, we're going to turn our attention to this area right here. We're going to skip the gap for now. We'll worry about that later. We're going to start off by grabbing some orange concrete. We're going to place 1 block, followed by white concrete, orange, white, and then orange to finish things off. And we're going to fill this entire wall in right here. Now on this corner, what we're going to do is we're going to break out 2 blocks, and not the middle, but we're going to do it one above and one below the middle, just like what we did earlier, and we're going to follow the same pattern that we just did on this side. We're then going to grab our orange concrete, and we're going to count out 5 blocks, including what we have here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we can fill this entire thing in. Now on this wall, we're then going to change it over to the light blue terracotta. We're going to fill this in. And just like that, we're getting one step closer to finishing. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to come down to this area that we just worked on, and from either the left or the right hand side, we're going to skip 2 blocks, and on the third, we're just going to break areas just like this so that we could put in 2 windows. Like I said, see, you should be able to go on either side. You can skip 2 blocks, and then it's going to be 3 blocks high by 1 thick, just like this, and we're going to have 2 windows. Now, similar to earlier, what we're going to do is we're going to grab the light blue terracotta, and we're just going to fill in this L-shaped wall right here. I'm going to do this off camera because there's no windows, so once this is filled in, I'll be right back. So for this next part coming up here, it's actually going to be really simple. We're going to start off by grabbing our light blue terracotta, and we're just going to fill in this wall right here. Once we get this filled in, we're going to also put some windows in, so we're going to grab some glass panes, and just like earlier, we're going to skip 2 blocks on the right-hand side, and we're going to break space for a window. It's going to be 3 high by 1. Now this one you have to be careful. If you want to put it into perspective, I like to put the 1 row of light blue terracotta right here, then we skip 2 blocks. Because if you would have did it with the other one, it would have thrown the window off, and we don't want to do that. So there we go. First window complete. Then we're going to come to this wall specifically right here. You can fill in these areas as well if you'd like. But to make things easier, I'm just going to fill in this because I want to put the windows in. So I'm going to fill in this wall with light blue terracotta. Then skip 2 blocks on either side, and of course the windows are going to follow the exact same pattern that we've had this entire time. So let's fill this in, grab our light blue terracotta, and then we can just fill in the rest of this wall right here. I'm also going to fill this one in off camera, and as soon as that's done, I'll be right back with more instructions. So now with the basic frame out of the way, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on this opening right here. We're going to come to both sides, so you can do either or to start, and we're going to count out 6 blocks, including this one that we've already got placed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we can just connect it like this. What we'll then do is we'll grab our orange concrete on this wall, we'll fill it all in with orange. And then once we have this filled in, we can also fill the rest of the walls in with the light blue terracotta, just like this. So I'll fill this in off camera, I'm not too worried about that, that's pretty simple. What we'll then do is we'll grab spruce wood planks and we'll fill this area in, followed by breaking the second block right here for a door. We'll place the spruce wood, we'll place our door, and just like that, that's complete. I'll fill this in off camera, and then we've got a few more things to do up front. So coming up with this next part, what we're going to do is we're going to grab some spruce wood stairs, and essentially we're going to put the roof on the garage door. We're going to start off by coming to the left-hand side here, and we're going to place 2 spruce wood stairs coming out just like this. We'll then put 1 more to make 3 total, and we'll do the exact same thing on the other side, so 2 followed by 1 hanging off. Then we're going to grab some pink terracotta, and skipping 1 block every time, what we're going to do is we're just going to put a triangle shape on top, just like this. And do keep in mind, you should have an exact middle. What we're then going to do is we're just going to place our spruce wood stairs, filling in all the holes, just like this. And then once we have all these filled in, what we're going to want to make sure is to put 1 more on the back, because we want it to be 3 thick total. Then we'll come around to the front here, and we'll flip some upside down just on top. And then I'll show you guys what to do on the top here, and we'll also put some more windows in that I forgot to put in earlier. What we're going to need is we're just going to have to flip a spruce wood stair upside down, followed by some spruce wood trapdoors just on top, just like this. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab some glass panes, and from this side right here, we're going to come down 1 block and over 1 from the corner, and we're just going to break 2, put in 1 window, space, 2, space, 3, just like this. For this next part, what we're now going to do is we're going to also grab some quartz stairs and some blocks of quartz. Down here, we're going to place 2 rows all the way to the end, just like this, of the quartz blocks, followed by some quartz stairs. Then, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our spruce wood stairs. For just this bottom row, we're going to place 1 more, and we're going to turn it so that it's facing the front, and we're going to go all the way to the end here. See, we don't quite make it to the block of concrete that pops out here. Then we're going to do the exact same thing on top, but we're not going to use it here. We're not going to turn it. We're just going to have it go right up here to the wall. There we go, just like that. Then finally, we're going to grab some spruce wood fence, and we're just going to connect these from the quartz blocks to the roof, just like this. Perfect. So guys, I also put some thought into it, and you know what? I don't think we're going to end here for today. We're also going to scope out all the rooms. So I figured, you know what? Let's make it as easy as possible as we can for the next episode. Next episode, we'll just do the interior designing, but for this one, I also want to get the inside laid out. So at least now we'll have all the walls, and it'll just look a lot better, and it's going to be a lot easier to continue. So to begin, what we're going to do is we're going to come to this corner right here where we have our garage, and we're just going to build out, and we're going to connect these 2 points, just like this. We're going to do that using pink terracotta, and I want to make sure that this wall is just as tall as the ones that we have on the outside. So it should be 5 blocks tall, if I'm not mistaken, excluding the cobblestone. So let's just fill all this in. And there we go, just like that. Looks perfect. And then on the inside, what we're then going to do is we're going to grab some cobblestone, and in these corners, we're actually just going to fill them in. So it's going to be 1 cobblestone on the bottom, followed by a row of pink concrete on the top, and across, just like this. Perfect. Now, for the floor inside of the garage, what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to shave off a layer of grass, just like this. Once we have this layer completely shaved off, what we're then going to do is we're actually going to replace the ground with stone. So let's just do it like that, grab some stone, and then we can just fill this entire thing in, just like this. Alrighty, so for the next area, we're going to focus on the living room. What we're going to do is we're going to grab our cobblestone, and from this wall right here, we're going to come out just as many blocks as we came out with the pink concrete. So we want to make sure they line up. Then we're just going to use some spruce wood planks. We're going to place 3, just like this, followed by 3 more cobblestone. Now, with that, what we're then going to do is from the middle cobblestone block, we're just going to connect it to the wall, just like this. And then with the yellow concrete, we're going to fill in all the cobblestone walls to the exact same height that we have everything else. So let's fill that in, and once that's full, I'll be right back. We're going to continue where we left off with this shape right here. We're going to come out 1 block, and we're going to use light blue terracotta, and we're going to go all the way up. We're then going to come out 2, grab some spruce wood planks, a space of 3, followed by 1 more out, and then 2. So let's just fill this all in with blue terracotta quickly. This area as well. And then we're also going to connect it from the top, just like this. We're going to go 2 blocks down, and it's just going to be like a hallway. Then what we're going to do is from this block, we're going to come out 2 more, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, 3 more. The way to know that we did this right is if we grab some spruce wood planks and you make sure that you have a hallway that can be 3 blocks thick, just like this. So let's just fill this in, just so you guys can get a perspective. There we go. And you know you did it right if there's 3 blocks space between all these areas, right? So I'm just going to look around. If you want to watch the video back and make sure that you got it right, I definitely recommend doing that. Then once that's done, we can grab our cobblestone, we can go all the way to the end, and then same idea. Let's grab some spruce wood planks and break 3. We just want to make sure it's 3 blocks thick. Then we can grab our cobblestone once again and go all the way to the end. Grab our spruce wood planks, make sure it's 3 blocks thick. And then for this area, we're just going to connect our 2 corners here. So let's build back. Just like this. Now what I'm going to do is in the areas that we've built, so we've got the living room, the main entrance, and these hallways, I'm actually going to fill those in with some spruce wood. Don't fill this area just yet though, because it's a lot easier to be able to place blocks to configure how big you want things whenever there's nothing placed and it's left empty. So, fill these rooms with spruce wood, fill this room with spruce wood, and also fill the walls with light blue concrete. Or sorry, not light blue concrete, light blue terracotta, and I apologize, I probably have been saying that a lot this episode, but fill those areas in, don't worry, give this clip I guess 5 seconds, and you'll see it all filled in. And voila, all there, finished. So now what we can do is we're going to go back to our cobblestone, and from this block we're going to come out 3. 1, 2, 3, and as you can see it should line up with the middle of this hallway. We're then going to grab some spruce wood planks, we're going to place 3, and then we're going to grab cobblestone and go all the way to the end, and as you can see it should line up with this corner right here. What we can then do is fill this wall and this wall in with light blue terracotta. Yep, that's it. There we go. See, I'm getting the hang of it. I'm remembering it's not concrete. And we got to make sure that we follow the same pattern that we did on that wall. So let's just fill all this in. Then what we can do is we can grab our spruce wood planks, and we're going to continue this hallway until it's 3 blocks thick. So 1, 2, and oh, isn't that convenient? 3. It lines up perfectly with that space right there. Isn't that nice? Then we're going to grab some cobblestone, and we're just going to fill this entire thing in right here. This is just going to be a light blue terracotta wall, so let's just fill this in. Just like this. And then I'll have one more step for us in this clip. What we'll then do is we're going to grab our cobblestone, and we're just going to connect to this wall right here. And we're just going to fill this in. We're then also going to come around on the inside. We're going to break a 2-block gap. As you can see, it should fit 2 blocks perfectly. We're going to break these 2 spruce, and we're going to change them over to spruce wood. And we're also going to fill, the inside in with spruce wood as well, just like this. Perfect. There we go. Alrighty, now we'll work on the kitchen area, and then we'll work on the bathroom and the bedroom at the back. Alrighty, so now we're going to work on this kitchen area, like I just said before. We're going to start off by grabbing our cobblestone, and from this back hall right here, we're actually going to skip a block, and then we're just going to place a row of cobblestone, just like this. We can then fill that in with light blue terracotta. Whoops. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our cobblestone once again, and from this yellow pillar, we're actually going to fill this entire area in. And we're actually going to get rid of this yellow pillar as well. And the purpose of having a hole here, guys, for anybody that doesn't know, is on this side. I guess we could break it now, might as well. We could break this area here if you would like, and that's going to be where our basement door is. And you might be like, well, that's not a lot of space for the basement door. Well, I plan on making a super cool basement, and it's going to use a command block system. Don't worry, I'll explain the whole thing, and it'll teleport you to where the basement's going to be. So there's just enough space to make sure that I can fit that pressure plate there, and then other than that, it's all good. But like I said, what we're going to do now is we're actually going to take out this yellow pillar, because as you can see from the outside, you can't see it. So it doesn't matter, might as well go with a nice interior look. Then we can grab our spruce wood planks, and we could just fill this entire thing in. There we go, guys, we're almost done. We just got to work on the few rooms right here, which is going to be the furnace room, the bathroom, the bedroom. Let's fill the kitchen in as well. Might as well fill in the floor. And then once we have those few rooms complete, we're just going to add some doors, and then we're going to be done for episode 1 today. And then episode 2, we'll do the interior. So that should be a lot of fun as well. Alrighty, and for these rooms, guys, I'm not going to beat around the bush. These rooms are as straightforward as they seem. So for this room, this is going to be the bedroom. We're literally just from this area right here, this corner, we're just going to connect it to the wall. Boom, done. That's going to be the bedroom. So what we can do is now fill that in with light blue concrete. And then over here, we're just going to place a row right here like this. Boom, done. Furnace room, bathroom. Whoops, I didn't mean to break that block right there. We'll just fill that in. For this room, though, we're going to do the same thing we did earlier. This corner, you can't actually see it on the outside, so we're going to go with a nice interior look, and we're going to fill that in with light blue concrete. We can then fill this wall in with we can fill this wall in with light blue concrete. Once that's done, we can fill this wall in with light blue concrete. And we're going to fill this floor in with spruce wood, and this one is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, let me just look it up quickly. I'm pretty sure we're going with quartz bricks is what it's called. Is that that's it. There we go. Okay, so for this floor, it's going to be quartz bricks. Let's just fill that in because that's going to be the bedroom or bathroom. But the bedroom does stay the spruce wood planks. So let's fill both of these in, and then we're going to start placing some doors. Okay, so now with everything filled in, like where we just worked, we're going to start placing some doors. Now, for the most part, it's going to be fairly simple, but just make sure to watch along very carefully so you don't get anything wrong. So on the inside, if we come to the main entrance, we're going to start off with this pink concrete area, and right in the middle, we're actually just going to break a space. We'll put some spruce wood planks, and we're going to have a spruce wood door. Now, if we turn around and come back here, we're going to come back to where this pink concrete stops. We're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th, we're going to break a space. We're always going to make sure that we're replacing the bottom with spruce wood planks, and then we have a spruce wood door there as well. Going back to the main entrance, finally, right here on this light blue terracotta wall, we're going to break a space. We're going to make sure that we change the block over, and finally, we got a spruce wood door right there. if we come to this room over here, we're going to use a dark oak door for now. We're going to break the bottom, where we broke earlier, which is just 1 block away from the wall here. And that's going to end up being our basement door. Okay, there we go. Area 1 complete. Alrighty, so for the next part, what we're going to do is we're actually going to come to this hallway over here. We're going to drop down, and we're going to skip 2 blocks, and on the third, we're going to break a space. These doors will not line up, unfortunately, unless you want to put it here, but I think that the door looks a lot better here, and it suits it a bit better. That's the one flaw to this build that I don't like, is the fact that that door had to work out the way it did, but nevertheless, it's something so small, and it's not worth doing the whole rebuild over just something silly like that. Then right here, what we're going to do is there's actually a perfect middle on the inside, and if we come around, you'll see we have 3 blocks on each side, and then finally in the middle, we're going to break a space, and we're going to put a spruce wood door, just like this. We're then going to come around to the kitchen area, and in the middle, once again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to break a space for a spruce wood door, and funny enough for the bathroom, we're going to do the same thing right here. As you can see, should be, yep, look at that, a perfect middle. There we go. We're also going to place 2 dark oak doors right here for now. Actually, no, sorry, those are spruce wood, my mistake. And that's going to be the elevator. In the next video, we're going to do like a little highlight system that's going to highlight this area right here, because obviously it's an elevator, not like a regular door. And then finally, we just got a few more doors to go. Also, one thing I forgot to mention, don't forget to fill that in with spruce. What we're going to start off by doing is we're coming down to this hallway, and we're going to look towards the bedroom. We're going to skip 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th, we're going to break a space, and as you can see, a perfect middle right in the room. Then we're going to grab our spruce door, we're going to place it here, and then across from it, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to break a space, and this will let you into the kitchen from 2 different directions. Then if we come on the inside here, we're going to go to the back left-hand corner, and we're going to break a space like this, 1 block away from the wall. We're going to place our spruce wood door, and then finally, back here, 1 block away from the corner, in the back left-hand corner, if we fly up, I'll give you a little perspective. We can break this space, and boom, just like that, episode 1, you guys have completed. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot of hard work and a very great job done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Honestly, I think this is going to be a really fun build. I hope you guys are kind of on the same page here and you agree, because I put a lot of effort into remastering this thing, and it was definitely a very fun and exciting build for me. So I hope that you guys kind of feel the same way. And don't worry, I'm hoping to drop episodes for this series bi-weekly. Actually, wait, would that be right? No, I don't think so. I think bi-weekly means every 2 weeks. I want to drop in 2 episodes every single week. Sorry, butchered that, but there you go. Hope everybody enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. But anyway, till next time, guys. Peace.